So hey everybody, it's Kenny K again with a slasher before Halloween from 1974, same year as Black Christmas. Uh, Goes with multiple names. I believe the name you're gonna see is the house, the horrible house on the hill or something. Or I I found it under Peopletoys. It also has the another name called Devil Times Five. It's a slasher movie. It gets a 5.1 on IMDb. It gets a 5 from me. It's definitely worth a watch. It's one of these grindhouse movies. You got Gene Evans in there, who plays a guy named Papa Doc, like Papa, Dad, Papa, Doc, Papa Doc. He's known in a lot of series like MASH and the A Team, and you also have an Leave Garrett in this movie. Also in a lot of TV series and things like that, and movies. Now, what's this movie about? This movie's about a bunch of kids who had this accident. This van has an accident, and um, like you can see, there a lot of kids dead. It's a pretty fucked up movie. It's a disturbing movie, and you got these adults, and they are going to this big house, this lavish house on a hill, owned by Papa Doc, and he's got a lot of company. He's the guy with the money, and eventually, I'm guessing they're going there, and the story is a little bit convoluted. It's I'll tell you in the pros and the cons section. They're going there to talk about work. So you got Harvey, a doctor with his wife, Rick, also somebody who works in one of his companies with his fiancee, Julie, and then you've got Papa Doc's wife, Lovely, who's this gold digger slut who sleeps with every guy she can. And then there's this caretaker who's mentally challenged called Ralph. He's living the entire year through in that house. Okay, so and they go there, and these kids, they find the house, and what they start to do, they start to kill them all off in the most horrible, horrifying, disturbing ways possible. It's one of those movies. I believe you got it. Remember the slasher movie? I think it's Bloody Birthday or something. It's this movie about these three kids are born at the same time. Planets were aligned in one, and when that happens once in a blue moon, your kids can become evil psychos. Well, that movie was already disturbing because you got the factor that kids are killing adults, also other children. But this one, they, I mean, you've got these five different kids. Two are special. Like one is the oldest one, is like, I think she's like 16, 17, maybe 18 even. She's she's dressed like a nun called Sister Hannah, and you got another one in a costume, a kid 10 years old, David, very intellectual, but also a cross dresser. So, and then you had another one, a black kid who thinks he's a GI, and another one is an arsonist, and then you know what I mean? They're all really fucked up in the head. And they're going there and they're gonna play with these people, but in the wrong way, playing with them to kill them. So, like I said, pretty disturbing. Now, the pros and the cons. Let's start with the pros. Acting was really good from these kids. These kids, the way they what they had to do, pretty disturbing stuff. Like there's this, I mean, there's this cool kill in there. There's gore in this movie, so it's not a goreless event. They're doing these really cool, inventive things that David creates. It seems like David and Sister Hannah, the nun, I think she has multiple personalities. Yeah, because she's not a nun. She just thinks she's a nun then, and then she goes to something different. There's a kill when somebody enters a room. I'm not gonna spoil things. Enters a room and just like with a swing set, goes towards the guy and they put a machete at the front of it and stabs him and he flies through a door. I mean, they're doing crazy things. The most fucked up kill, in my opinion, is the piranha kill. That's this one here. Like you can see, they're enjoying it. They're like, the sister, the nun, is drowning her. Meanwhile, another kid with a plush doll is throwing the Papa Dog has an aquarium with piranhas in them, and she has the bucket full of piranhas and putting it in the water. Now they're starting to attack her. If you remember, I believe the '79 movie Piranha, the original one, it's kind of the same deal here. I mean, it's a gory scene. I liked it, and good location because it's in the middle of nowhere, and these kids are, like I said, going, they just they're systematically going to work. They turn off the heating, the generators, the phone lines, everything. You can't get out, and they're also using the snow around it because it's in a snowy area. It's 10 feet of snow, and they're hiding in there, so nobody, and they're laughing and playing in there, but they're also, the playing for them is tormenting them and trying to kill them. So it's pretty suspenseful at times. There's also this funny but awkward, almost erotic scene where Lovely, that I said is a gold digger and a slut, is almost seducing the caretaker Ralph. And like I said, he's simple-minded, and asking to take off his pants, and it's like this slow. It's almost this disgusting way that she wants to fuck him, but then somebody comes in and she's laughing at him, and then he goes away, and then it's Julie, and apparently she says that she fucked her husband to be too, and then she says, "You bitch," and then you get this cat fight, and then you see boobs flailing around, and then the older one, Root, comes in, and you think, oh, they're gonna have a threesome here. No, she says, "Whatever rocks your boat, ladies," and you see the boobs hanging out. So there's a lot of nudity in this one too. And the ending, disturbing but good. A small spoiler is there's a found footage movie that I'm gonna put on here. And if you ever seen this movie, this movie's kind of like this. They have two children who also become, but these children are already psychos, right? But their children are becoming psychos, and the ending is kind of the same, like this. Not exactly, but kinda. So I'm not gonna spoil that. But it's a pretty fucked up ending. Um, Now, the cons. the characters aren't fleshed out enough. You know, like who's who? Who's Papa Doc? You don't. There's this short scene when they meet each other in this restaurant, this lodge, and yeah, you don't know who the guy is. You get okay, he's rich. He owns a lot of things. Then these two other guys, who the hell are they? Okay, you know Harvey is a doctor, but who the hell is Rick? What the hell does Rick do, right? And the acting of the adults was like lovely. When people are getting killed all over the place, you got 8 kills in this movie, so that's a lot. She just wants to take a bath, and that's her demise with the piranhas. And the first kill, I believe, yeah, is this guy that survived the bus accident with the kids, a doctor, who wants to get them back before they do their unspeakable acts. And they kill him in this slow motion way that takes like 10 minutes long. They're hitting him with sledgehammers, with hammers on the hand, with iron chains, with the sister with a pitchfork, with his slow mo. And eventually, one of the younger kids found a Swiss Army knife on the driver, who who drove off the road. He had the Swiss Army knife. It sticks it into his neck, and it takes too long. But I think what they wanted to do was to show how disturbing this is and how disturbing these kids are. They're enjoying it. There's this scene here where they're really the sister nun, is sitting there, and she changed from white sheeted clothes to red sheeted clothes for some reason. And there's also another change at the end where she's just gonna change into a jeans vest, a red jeans vest, so a leather vest, sorry, and a jeans pants. So, and her hair blonde. I mean, she's sitting there, and then all these kids around one of these dead bodies making a real human snowman. I mean, and there's a scene where somebody's set on fire, alive in fire, and they're all just chanting around and dancing around them. It's pretty disturbing stuff. Uh, it's a very downbeat ending. That can be a con for some people. Like I said, the disturbing stuff can be a con if you don't like these kids horror slasher movies. Then this ain't for you. Yeah, that's about it. It's a grindhouse slasher movie from 1974. Really good acting from these kids. Really good acting. Good gore for a 74 movie, actually. Inventive kills like the piranha kill. and and they're making the swing set kill, and there's another kill too. I'm not gonna spoil. It has a cool twisted ending. And the only thing I'm gonna spoil is it ends with the beginning. And if you want to know why, look up this. I really say you should see this as a slasher fan, as a horror fan, and especially 70s and 80s horror gore. The real slasher aficionados should see this movie for sure. Bye. Oh, comment, subscribe, like. It's all free. It's all good. See you next time. Bye.